All right, everyone. Here's a little video to tell you about our cross-country trip this summer. My 10-year-old daughter and I rode this bike. It's a 2019 0DS across the country. I'm outside of Philadelphia. We ended up actually near the Zero factory, Scotts Valley, Santa Cruz area. I'll tell you a little bit about the setup of the bike. Starting at the ground, have their Avon Trail Rider tires. The factory Pirellis are, I didn't really like them very much. They look really cool, but that's about it. These are less knobby. I don't know if there is an aerodynamic benefit or not, but in my head there is, so we're gonna go with that. Brakes are factory. I do have some fog lights there mounted on the body, little plastic mount there. Belly pan is a DigiNow triple setup. We can do 9.9 or 10 kilowatt, whatever. I do have some heat sinks on it to aid with cooling as well. Coming around this way, do have an aftermarket horn. It's just a cheap little guy off of Amazon. It's actually plugged straight into the factory wire. Believe it or not, it does reach this location, just barely. It's hung off the little headlight bracket there. It's a good bit louder than the factory horn, which I never bothered taking off there. It's the other fog light. Moving up the front end, windscreen, bark busters. These aren't the factory Zero. These are the Storm, Barkbuster Storm or something like that. They don't have the internal attachment. They're a bar end only version. They work pretty well. Good wind protection, as well as some other. All right, I do have a little heat sink also on the battery on both sides as well. There's the DigiNow side again. Factory port is gone with the setup. While I'm here, I've nearly doubled the factory spring. I'm a pretty big guy anyway, and with my daughter and with all the luggage, this was way undersprung. I think it's undersprung from the factory, but we're pretty overloaded, so that's like 160 kilogram spring, I believe. Had a suspension shop redo that. It does have a PowerTank. This is the 14.4, and with the PowerTank, there is nothing under here. There's no storage, there's no charger, so I do like tank bags for day-to-day items, hat, sunglasses, extra set of gloves, whatever, that kind of thing. I do have heated grips on the bike. That's just a basic Bike Master. I think they're like 45 bucks, just a cheap set. They work pretty well. That's a wireless charger. That's double-sided taped to a Mob Armor foam mount. For the trip, I actually had a Garmin Montana GPS. I did not use this setup. This is my sort of daily setup. Little compass. It's like a kayak compass. It's zip tied over top of the brake reservoir there. In that location, that would normally be your factory. If you have the option, it would be your 12 volt outlet. I do have a USB outlet in its place. The hole had to be enlarged very slightly to get that one in there. Again, it's just something I picked up on Amazon and wired up. So 12 volt accessory wise, there's the USB, there's the fog lights, there's the heated grips, and then I have one more plug down here. In the winter, I use this as a coax. I use it for heated gear. But otherwise I can use it for anything else. It does run power into the tank bag there. What else do we have here? It has the Zero luggage racks. I didn't go with the aftermarket ones, those at Happy Trails or whoever. They are GV, the Trekker Dolomite series. Again, these are not like the official, so it's the Zero rack, which are GV compatible, but these are not the Zero bags that they give you, the aluminum cases there. It is tight to the passenger foot peg. My daughter's foot did fit on it. She's kind of back on her heel and she can just kind of point her toes out, and it actually worked out. She had no complaints with the setup. Let's see what else here. In the back here is walk through the charging setup. So we have the Tesla plug provided by DigiNow, and this one opens slowly. This is a J1772. This is from Tucson EV. Both of them result in 3 C19 plugs. So these 3 here are coming from the Tesla charger, and then I have 2 back here that are unplugged, and then this one is the 3rd from the J1772. So I can reconfigure the power wiring. I can go up to, you know, full speed, all 3 plugs off the Tesla, or I can go all 3 off the J1772 plug, or I can mix and match in, you know, 3.3 kilowatt increments. I also carry the one side bag. We'll go through them, a number of adapters and whatnot, so I can plug in, you know, to a normal 515 or a 620, like air conditioner, or, you know, anything I can find. It's all reconfigurable. I made this box, so I put the I think it's C20 inlets in there. There's 3 of them. The box is just big enough. I got it from Amazon. I wired up the 3 inputs. They go respectively to the 3 DigiNow chargers in the belly pan. So it's pretty flexible setup. The switches are over here. If you are familiar with the DigiNow setups, this one is the charge enable switch to tell the bike to request a charge. This one is for the Tesla plug. The Tucson EV plug turns on automatically when plugged into a J port, so that has no corresponding switch. So that's just run down into the aux port. You probably can't see in any case. All right, that's most of the setup. Again, the bags, again, picture 2 people on the bike. The 3 orange dry bags, 2 of them are sleeping bags, and the one here is a small 2-person tent. This box I used for, I have the C19 extensions. I have a 1450 plug with the neutral blade cut off, so it's also 1430, and I think another one, I forget. So that's one of the adapters, the extensions, so they're all just in here. I can actually carry a bottle of water in here as well. This is some tools for the bike, custom toolkit that I had made up. Here's some additional tools. I have a spare belt wrapped up in here, a little stand if I needed to lift the bike, lift the rear tire off. It's a, you know, like a swing arm single stand. It can get the bike off the ground in conjunction with the side stand. This is just a bar to apply leverage if I needed to do a belt change, which I've done a couple of times on these, but fortunately never had to do on the roadside. But the swing arm bolts are pretty big and on there pretty tight, so that'll give me some leverage. This box it's locked, had additional camping gear, you know, the air mattresses, you know, pillows, you know, things like that. And then my daughter had her bag of, you know, clothes and toiletries and whatnot in there. And then this one was mine. I think there's some more tools in there as well. And then I had my clothes and toiletries in there as well. So that is the setup. It took us 3,600 miles plus, and over the month of July here, about 3 weeks maybe, throughout July. That was our trip, so just wanted to share it with everyone here.